So we're gonna call the meeting to order. Do we have any updates to the agenda?
I
I'm just
don't
gonna
think,
put the new truck, not a new truck, on there. We'll stick that down on the down toward the bottom.
okay.
And go from there. Any other updates?
I think everything else fits somewhere else.
Public comment.
Guess I have a public comment. It's what brought me here tonight. The office next door told me that I should come in because this was a meeting, had something to do with the water department, and maybe some water department people would be here.
And you are?
I'm Fran Manning and I live on 326 Mountain Street. Now, the problem that I have is a property that I own on 314 Mountain Street. That's just a garage. It's a trailer. It's not a dwelling. It's never been a dwelling the 6 years that I've owned it. And there's no water connected to it, and there's no water running there. And my water bill, I keep getting a $1,500 water bill for that property where no one is living and no water is connected. I would really like to have this building be a non-dwelling, as it has never been a dwelling. The whole time I've owned it, I only use it to keep my my canoe and my kayaks and my lawnmower in there, my tractor. That's all it's used for. It's not a dwelling. But I can't get any relief from the water department giving me $1,500 bills and telling me it's metered usage. Now you're charging me $50 every 3 months for it being disconnected. How can I be charged for a disconnected service and metered usage at the same time? Now what
So the $50 charge is the debt service, correct?
it is,
That's
For-
on every
$49.
bill, whether you're connected or not. It's
but this is
$49.
not a dwelling.
But was it a dwelling?
Was it at any point? Is there a curb stop?
There's no
There's a
curb.
curb stop. There is a curb stop.
So it was a dwelling
It
at
was
some point.
Yes.
Not at any time that I owned it. There's no water system in there. There's no heater in there.
Right, but there is a structure and it is within the service area of a fire hydrant. That's why you're required to pay the debt service. That's all you're
That's a
required to pay on
state
that
law.
property.
Well, then why am I getting a $1,500 bill on 3 months of debt service over 10 times in 6 years?
Have you ever
Joined the meeting.
paid anything on it?
So Kate.
I have. And the
Oh,
first
okay.
time I moved in, when it was $350 as a new homeowner, I didn't know and I paid it. You know, so you're overcharging me for water. And I'm getting a notice that it's saying it's not even safe to drink. So you're overcharging me for a commodity that I can't even use for its intended purpose.
Second, just 1 second. There's some information that Katie might have to share with us on the account, and the water is safe to drink.
The water is safe.
I got a notice not too long ago that it wasn't safe.
The entire town was on a short-term boil water notice. It was a very short, limited time. The water is safe to drink.
So for the past year, I'm seeing bills for debt service only. For some reason, and I do apologize for this, you did have a $1,500 bill or approximately $1,500 bill.
So how am I being
Yes.
charged for
You're
debt
You're not being charged.
and metered water at the same time? It's,
You're not. We adjusted that back, so it's only debt service at this point, $49. I don't know why this happened, and as I indicated to you, I will
I
manually.
mean, if it was the first time it happened, it's happened over 10
I
times.
know, I understand that. I will manually check your bill to ensure that it's only debt service.
Right.
Yeah, I have no idea where the extra, $1,400 came from. So I do apologize for that. Going forward, I will manually check that to ensure that.
I mean, we want to
not-
feel as a community that we can trust you.
Yeah,
But we're all being I'm being overbilled. Who else in
I-
town's
so
being overbilled?
I have been on the board, and it's the first time I've seen you.
Right.
And I've been on since 2024. So this is the first time it's been brought to me.
Right.
We do have a new process now for our billing. And we are monitoring and taking the steps needed to try to make sure that we can mitigate these situations. And we will continue to do that and continue to monitor.
Like I said, if it just happened once, if it just happened 5 times, I wouldn't be upset.
May I make? a comment?
Yeah, you may
Yeah,
say.
I understand that it's happened.
No.
We've done the meter upgrade.
So I got the
Most of
zoning
the-
permit application
So,
today.
can I finished my.
Yeah, go ahead.
please? So we've gone ahead through the metering, like meter replacements that we're doing. That should help address the, any inaccurate reads. And so we're taking steps to mitigate problems in the future.
Right.
And we'll continue to monitor for these. And I mean, if nobody brings us an error to our attention, we can't do anything.
Why do you need to put a meter on a house, on a trailer in a garage with disconnected water service that's never going to be plugged into water? And you say it's disconnected, why do you need to put a meter there?
It's part of the process of upgrading the entire system.
So that's out in the street, it's not in my house. Where's the location of the meter going to be?
The meters are inside facilities, I believe, for the most part, correct?
What's that?
The meters are inside facilities?
So that means they need to come into my house to install this meter.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really not happy with that. It's just, I don't plan on using that structure for anything but a garage. It's what I bought it for, and, I just want to disconnect it. I got this zoning permit today because I'm trying to maybe consolidate the two properties and list that as a non-dwelling. I'm basically trying to do anything to get relief from the water department overbilling me, and bullying me and harassing me with these high bills that are wrong every time.
Where do you get the bullying from? I don't know of anybody that would ever do that to anybody.
What's that?
Where do you get this term?
Because I
bullying?
call and I say, can I get this water disconnected? And they say, no, you can't do that. And, I'm being forced to have this
You've
water
always
meter.
stated that
You have a,
The water.
you have a curb
is
stop
done.
that's been there for years. We're not gonna disconnect the curb stop. And the bill that you're getting for the debt service, whether you use the water or not, state law says that you have to pay the debt service because the water system goes by your house.
Then
So
make
the
sure that's
$50
all I'm being charged for.
But
Yes.
you should
Make sure of that. And if I wasn't overcharged, I wouldn't even be here tonight.
Yeah.
And if it hadn't happened 10 to 12 times, I wouldn't even be here tonight. But they told me at town hall next door to come here.
So I can
That's
say
good.
in the time that I've been on here, this is the first time I've seen.
Yeah,
this.
the first
It hasn't
time.
Happened
I've been here for years.
2 years.
I've been here since.
This is the first time that it's been brought to my attention. We have a new billing process. Katie will watch this and we will take those steps.
I mean, I'm considering demolitioning this building, and I shouldn't
You'd
have
still
to
be
put
responsible.
a wrecking ball to my own house just to get some relief from the water service,
But you haven't been billed. They have not charged that to you. You
They
have not
wrote
paid it.
up. They've updated it. It's taken care of. That bill is.
I did pay it once or twice when I first moved in, and I never got a rebate from it, and you guys did overcharge me for it.
And I mean, that did not happen while I was on the board.
No, it didn't happen. It happened the year
So
that I
I-
moved in and I was a
can't
new
think of what
homeowner.
happened at that
Well,
time period.
Well, how many years ago was that, sir?
I believe that was probably 2020.
Well, this is the first I hear of this.
Right. I know. And
You
this is
should-
how long
you
I've
shoulda-
been,
you shoulda
get-
came
this
in.
is how I did. I've been in here 10 times.
You haven't been. in
I
this
know
room
everyone-
10 times.
no, I
This is the
haven't,
first
but-
time.
I was never instructed to come to this room before today. When I went to the town hall to try to straighten this out for at least over the 15th time, probably, where I've been overcharged for this and I can't get any action on it. And that's all I want.
You've just gotten action. We are
Gotten
taking
action?
care of this. The bill has been fixed from the errored
Right.
$1,400 bill is back down to
No,
debt service.
Yep.
That is.
I don't
all we
ever
can do at
plan,
this point.
I don't ever plan on connecting water to that house or that trailer.
But you're still
You know,
gonna
that's
pay the
the
debt
right-
service and
I don't care about $50, you know what I mean? But I don't need a water meter or whatever else, you keep like trying to force me to have water that I don't. And the reason I don't want it, because you guys have been such a problem. I'm trying to eliminate this problem from my life, even if I have to eliminate that trailer and bulldoze it, I just want it straightened out.
We'll monitor those. Katie has stated she'll monitor and she'll check each time we do the bill.
Paying a
Yep.
lot of money for a commodity that's not even safe to drink.
It is
like-
absolutely
If I'm gonna
safe.
give my kid a glass of water, I might as well give him a cigarette to go with it.
That's too bad you feel that way.
I do.
Any more public comment? That would be you, and we have a caller, I believe. Two callers. You want to go first? No? No, okay. We have two callers. You guys have public comment or all set?
Hi, this is Penny.
Hi, Penny.
Hi, is this the right time or should
This
I?
is the Water and Sewer Board. This is public comment. This is the perfect time for you to.
Okay. My husband and I, Larry Jones and Penny Jones, we live at 162. We don't live, we don't live there all the time, but so it's 162 Blueberry Lane, and we have a camp, which it didn't have a place for a washer dryer or an extra bathroom, just one bathroom, and kind of a I don't know, one huge bedroom. So we have another bedroom over there. So we built a garage next door with a bathroom, washer and dryer hookup, and a bedroom. And we're being charged for two households. It's actually one. It's just separate. It does have a separate connection. So I'm paying double. And at this point, it's not two households.
So I just have a couple of questions. My name is Heather.
Sure. Is it Heather?
Is this the structure that had the new allocation permit filed in April 2024? Requesting
Yeah.
360 gallons a day?
It's 300 gallons?
It says 360 gallons a day of water allocation to construct a single family home.
Yeah, it's not actually a single family home. It's and I didn't realize about the amount of water because there's no way we would ever need that much water.
But we have to allocate water whenever somebody asks for a connection. We have to allocate by state law how much water is going. It's an average of what everybody is allocated for, so that our water system
Yeah, well,
can.
there's no way
actually-
that will ever be used.
No, but
Not a household.
But you went through the whole process of obtaining
an allocation.
an allocation and a new connection, so it is a different structure than.
Correct. I have a question, Mrs. Jones. You
Yeah,
put
sure.
on here, it's a single family home. Is it not a garage that you built?
It's a garage with a bathroom,
And
And,
a bedroom
the bedroom
and a
upstairs.
laundry room?
Well, the laundry is in the bathroom.
Yeah, but I mean, you
We
still
don't
have,
have a laundry.
So,
we
I
don't have
mean-
laundry at the camp.
if
So
you
I had to lug
wanted
it
to
all the way
avoid,
back to Montpelier.
if you wanted to avoid paying for a second unit, and that's how we go by, it's a second unit, why didn't you hook your garage to your household water system that was already being metered, and you wouldn't have had to pay this?
Well, we didn't know that. So our stupidity.
Well, you asked for a curb stop, you asked for a water meter, which the water department gave you, you asked for the allocation, which we gave you. And it's
Yep.
considered a second unit, so you have to pay for another unit. That's how it works. So
Yeah.
it's no
Well-
different than somebody that has a single family home and they turned it into an apartment on the second floor. And now it's considered two units and you pay on two units.
Oh.
And that's what you have. You have two units. You have two curb stops, two water meters, and it classifies you as a two-unit a place. If you wanted to had to avoid that second charge and just pay on water usage, you should have run a line from your house to the garage, and you would have avoided this.
Mhm. Yeah.
So until you do that,
Well,
then you're
do
gonna
you think
have
I
to
should pay $1,200 a month, a year for water?
well, that's how it is for everybody else, ma'am.
So it's
You-
actually that much just for the curb stop?
Well, the curb
Like, it's
stop
not
cost you
really being
$2,500, which you paid. You paid the $2,500 fee for the curb stop, did you not?
I guess I did. I did whatever you guys
Okay.
told me to do.
Well, nobody told you to do anything. We did what you requested. You asked for an allocation and a new curb stop, and that's what we did.
Okay, well, all right.
So you have to pay for two
All right,
units
yeah.
and you have to
Just
pay
a
for two
pain.
units
Yeah.
until you get rid of that water meter and hook your second building or your second unit on your house, and then
Mhm.
we'll,
So is,
Okay.
does that explain why there's 2 meters and 2 bills and we're good?
Yeah, I just think like it's not actually like if we're using like hardly any water, and if it was actually metered, done by a meter, then it
we
wouldn't be all
we
the
have, we
expense.
have people here in town who have a camp and they only come up here 3 months out of the year and they're paying that fee for a
Yeah.
unit every quarter for the year. I mean, they're no different than you.
I mean,
Okay.
even for myself,
All right, well,
my
thanks.
consumption's way below
Pay
the
$1,400 water.
allowance, so,
Okay, if you have any more questions, we're happy to help you.
thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.
Michael, did you have any public comment before I move on? Okay, moving on. Cross Street Project. So I have reached out to HA Minaj and I have not heard anything back at this point. I am like changing systems. I don't have time to chase a vendor. If somebody can please take that on to get the Cross Street Project done, because I just don't have time to chase somebody to do this.
You've talked to who?
I've been able to send an email. I am on a conference call from 7:30 in the morning until 5 o'clock
But
at
you've
night.
only talked to one vendor so far.
Well, we did the whole request for bid. We got no responses.
Do you want to forward me the information? I can see what I can do.
Absolutely. Because otherwise, and I think what part of the issue is that they've already done their summer.
They've got
Things?
it already booked out.
So
It's a small job, so it might be a good time to try and get it because that could be something they could fill at the end of the season with.
yeah, I'm trying to chase things in and around my other things, and I am just tapped. Thank you. I'll send that to you tonight. Trailer status. I've received confirmation that it is built. And it is mostly stocked. So we are going to cross that off, except for the 2 items that we tabled, which were the generator and the plate compactor, which are next on the agenda. So if
that
everybody's
follows?
okay with trailer status being closed. Okay, generator and plate compactor. So when we did the original process, there was the need to purchase a generator and a plate compactor, and there was some issues around that. And now Zach has been able to get
Okay.
the quote
So-
on the,
So the quotes I sent you are not necessary. The
no,
compactor
they're
is
for the
one,
compactor.
but the compactor, that is not for your guys, only compactors. So Zach and Nick talked to me about the fact that we already have a small compactor. And that's Zach was going to buy the same one for the trailer. Nick suggested that we buy a larger compactor and then we would have both sizes available and both departments could use it if the water department wanted to share the cost on that instead of buying another one of the same thing we already have. So this compactor that's here is the larger compactor and it's 6,600. So it'd be like 3,300 for each, the town department and the water department.
Yeah.
Which is a little more than a small compactor is, but not by a lot.
I was gonna say the small compactor, I want to say the quote, and I would have to go pull that back up, was between 18 and 23, depending which vendor.
Right. So, and this gets, they
do
have
we
the
need it-
ability to use
What do
either
we
one.
need it for?
Compact the ground after they dig
Oh,
something up. So
okay.
it goes like this and makes things.
Oh, we have one that's like a manual one that you.
Oh, yeah, no, you don't.
Okay.
Stomp on it.
We can get those 50
I
bucks.
was gonna say, we can buy
Yeah.
one of those $50, but I think the labor might kill us on it.
I'd like to say about the bigger compactor, as far as strain and less chances of somebody getting hurt using it. The bigger compactor, it's a thing that you can have it go forward or back. You don't have to push, you don't have to pull. There's no strain on the individual, and it's a much easier compactor to use. And it does a much better job in compacting. I've used these myself many, many times. And there's no comparison using the small one and this big one.
You don't want a manual one either?
Huh?
You don't want the manual one either?
The small manual one is good. Oh, yeah. I mean, the small gas.
That's actually
powered-
called a tamp, not a compactor, I believe.
That's called a stamper.
Yeah, and I've got a tamper stamper at home.
But it's,
Thought we could all get together.
the small one has its place, but the big one, when you dig a big hole and you've got a lot of dirt and you have to, supposed to compact it every couple of feet so it doesn't cave in after a while and it sinks. And before you know it, we have to go back and fill the hole 2 or 3 times. As you notice, like we had to do over here at back street, when we dug that hole, we had to go back 2 or 3 times because the ground settles, and if it's not compacted correctly, that's what happens. So with this bigger
Motion.
compactor, there'll be less chance of.
Motion.
So is everybody on board with paying half of the price of that?
Absolutely.
Provided that the town lets us use the either one when we need it.
Yes, yeah, you'll be able to use either one. I mean, that's just it. You'll have both available, and then the town will have both available.
Yeah.
So it seems
So-
kind of,
I will take a
Way
motion
more
for that
efficient.
purchase.
I'll make a motion that we purchase the larger one, half
Pay
of
for
it,
half of it.
at that $6,600.
I
Correct.
second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 And I do know that Zach is waiting on a couple of additional quotes to come in for that generator, so expect that in the next couple of weeks. And I just scratched my hand, so stay away from me. I'm bleeding.
And this will be a great machine also for the town in
Oh,
order to compact the culverts and things like that. It's
Yeah.
gonna come in handy for them too.
What was that, Maya?
nothing. I was just asking if we all had our bloodborne pathogen.
No,
We
no.
just go like this
Okay.
and panic.
I can leave if me scratching myself scares you guys. I can leave. That's not a problem. You have kids.
so
Meter
this is a
updates.
really, so actually, can we deal with the tractor kind of under this same thing? Because the water department and the town both need new mowers. They are both completely kaput. So we're looking to buy 2 of the same ones so that everything is the same on both of them. And hopefully we get a better price for buying 2 from the same person. There is one quote that I sent you guys from Waltz for 6,000, because it says 12, but that's 6 for you, 6 for the town, because we're getting 2 of them. And Zach did request 2 other quotes which have not come in yet. So I just want to make sure, are you guys okay if we're somewhere in this ballpark going ahead and purchasing? Because you don't have another meeting for a month, which is going to put us at the end of mowing season.
This in budget for this year?
Do we have money in the budget for it?
No, we'll have to find it because you don't have a mower. Your mower is about dead.
Yeah. we only
I can
have
get goats.
2 months left.
Huh?
What do they mow?
The grass.
The water.
You have
water.
2 water treatment facilities and a wastewater treatment plant that all have lawns
And
around
our
them.
H2O employees do that?
Yes, they do. Unless the water board would like to take that job on.
No, that's a hard pass for me. I mean, the other 2 can say
Just
yes. or no.
saying, it's an
I mow
option.
nothing.
I got enough lawn. I got 8 acres now. I don't need any more.
What's another couple of acres?
I'd
So
be surprised.
are we okay with proceeding with a $6,000 lawnmower purchase?
As long as we can find the money for it,
If
yes.
we can,
Yeah.
can By the
Well,
way,
we'll
I
find
would
money
say
for
we
it.
need some updated financials soon too.
Make a motion, we move on purchasing one of the lawnmowers at the price.
Or you can buy both of them if you want, Mark. I mean, the
No,
staff wouldn't
that's okay.
complain.
One's enough.
You said that we are waiting for a couple more quotes though?
Yeah, that's why I'm just, if
Whichever
it's
one's
somewhere in this
lower.
price range, are you guys okay with that? Because
Yeah.
if the other quote came in cheaper, we would go with that, but
Okay.
this
How
is
big
a
is the
starting
mower?
bid that we have, so.
It's a 60-inch Kawasaki FR 730, 24 horsepower.
No, it's mowing decks as big as I am tall.
Just the
It's a
60 inch?
Toro, actually. It's
60
a
inch.
Toro Titan.
When we get a 72.
I don't know.
That goes into another classification of a commercial mower, and you're gonna pay over $10,000 for a mower.
That's actually,
And it
This is
may,
a consumer,
it's a regular, yeah. Well, it's a Toro.
they have different levels.
Yeah, they have commercial, residential, and, but we've used the old mowers for years. I mean,
I don't know how old they are. I know Bruce
Bravely
is
does
dead too.
25% off
yeah,
pre-orders in March, but if you can't wait that long. that's what-
Is ours still running? Like, can it get us
No.
through the next couple of months?
Bruce is down.
Well, we
Bruce
can,
is-
we can try. We can try. Why do you?
I
do you
mean,
have
Chris
a-
just made a very valid point. If we wait until spring, if there, or even fall, if there's some holdovers, we might get a better pricing point.
That's fine. I still need your guys' approval if we're gonna do that. The thing is, you guys only have one meeting a month, so I have to know if we get a sale price someplace, are you okay if we buy it? So, I mean, we can hold off purchasing. I just need to make sure you guys are, if this is like a maximum dollar amount, if we can get a better price, we certainly will wait and see if we can, but sales
Okay.
don't, we have to call special meetings then, which is a nightmare to try and get you guys all together for special meetings to approve a $6,000 lawnmower.
I
So.
paid more than that for mine, so.
So I'll make a motion that we agree to purchase a lawn tractor while still looking for prices at a maximum price of $6,000.
That works.
I'll second that.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That we can do.
Now can we go to meters?
Sure.
Meters,
Meters.
how we doing? You got stacks of files?
207 entered and recording and billing perfectly.
How
Well,
many?
not perfectly, but
207.
207?
207 so far. Tardif has another batch for.
I can tell you that they put one in Middle Street last week.
Okay.
That's
I
one
think
of
they're
mine.
getting toward the tail end of getting them replaced, but it's a whole paperwork behind it, so.
Yeah, so I just need the paperwork before I can get it in, but,
Perfect. Appreciate it. How's the entering going?
oh, awesome, good. The only thing is we ran into problems, well, this learning curve, where I entered some after the guys had read the previous meter. So when I imported the reads, they were not read, 39 of them, as Michael helped me figure out. So we just entered those and it was fine. It was fine.
Because
So I have to
They went
time it
from
right.
one to the other.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to time it right. So when they read all the ones that are in the system.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Other than that, I think it's worked pretty well. Yeah. I asked Andrew to do a read for a customer and worked fine.
We just
Perfect.
found a weird one. We just found a weird one that we actually had two accounts with two different streets for it was the same meter number. It was the same meter. And, it's been in the system forever that way. That way it wasn't even a new meter yet. But I'm sure that was what has been screwing up some of our meter reads, is that same meter being tied to two different accounts. And they had two
Yeah.
different, it's half the time the
Completely
readings
different
went into
street
one,
numbers.
and
Yeah.
it was
And it was the
really
same.
weird.
Place.
Yeah, that'd been like
Yeah.
that for a long
Two
time.
different streets. Yeah. So Birch Cross,
Oh,
two different
okay.
accounts. Yeah. But one meter. Yeah.
That was a fun thing to find.
Well, hopefully all the new meters solve these problems. Wastewater treatment facility updates.
So wastewater treatment facility is coming along. They are expecting the new plant to come online somewhere in mid to late August with a substantial completion in September. I'm waiting to get the invoice, but I purchased all of the appliances that we had to buy for the wastewater treatment plant. We've got the smart board is sitting in my office, 2 refrigerators, ice maker, and a washer dryer, and we purchased all those from the appliance place in Colton. So they will be delivered, set up, all that good stuff.
Now, the purpose of 2 refrigerators, could you explain that, please?
One is in the lab and the other one is in their break room.
That's what I
And-
think.
Yes, yes.
You can't put your food in the lab fridge, and you can't put your lab in the food fridge.
No, I just wanted, for those who are watching, they probably are wondering why we bought 2 fridges. That's why I brought it up.
Yes, that's why. You don't want your lunch in with the lab samples, especially not at the wastewater treatment plant. It's not even like it's drinking water. This is like not the fun lab.
Well, some people get upset
Um,
when they hear 2 refrigerators, you know what I mean?
So
I
water
did
treatment.
just all of our, actually, I'll just finish real quick. I did all of our grant reporting on that. It was all up to date now through the end of June. I requested a change in our budget from NBRC because we still had $20,000 in there that was allocated towards paying the local development organization to do our grant management. And we got a waiver at the very beginning to do our own grant management. But that $20,000 was still allocated and we couldn't touch it. So I had it moved into construction. So it'll help cover construction costs at the end of this thing. USDA, I'm working with them on trying to close our loan because we cannot access their grant money, although we're running up the bills on the credit line for that grant money. So keep your fingers crossed. I've got our bond attorney working with USDA to try and push them along because they're not really prepared to do it. They have not, anybody who's there hasn't done this before. So we're kind of taking the lead on that.
So we're the guinea pig.
Well, yeah, well, and so are they. I mean, we're kind of in the driver's seat at this point because there's really nobody there that knows how this works. And we're kind of different in that our USDA funding is middle funding, not end funding. Typically, USDA is your final funding source, but because our USDA package was so early and didn't cover half the cost of the project, I forced it with them that we got to use their grant money before we started borrowing from CWSRF. Because anything that we don't need to borrow, I want it to come off the loan, not off of the grant, that we leave the grant sitting behind and we borrowed all this extra money. So
At least when we go to the water treatment plant project, we won't have to go through this.
oh, yes, we will. Don't you worry. Yes, we will.
I was being funny.
Speaking of which, are we gonna go to the water treatment now? Or you
Well, I
still
surely
got more?
can. No,
Water
that's
treatment
got all
updates?
wastewater. Water treatment plants, we are just about to finalize all of the easements. We have one recorded and finalized. I have another one that has agreed to finalize. So I sent that to the attorney today. We have a couple of other ones that are had questions, wanted changes to the easement, and that's going back to the attorney for updated language in them. And then we have the one that is actually going to be purchasing a little piece of land around their garage as part of us getting the easement. So it's going to be it'll be 2 different transactions, but they will occur simultaneously where we're paying them for the easement across their property, and then they're turning around and buying the little piece of property around their garage so that it meets the setbacks. It's something that's been there for a long time. It was a non-conforming structure, and they wanted to fix that. So
That's good.
price-wise, they were almost identical.
Their land, they needed ours.
So that I've got the attorney, I've sent her to work up the paperwork for that. And our RD apply application is in. We've gotten our planning, our step 2 loan from DWSRF. So we're going to be able to start turning those invoices in. And that project actually is going to take about 2.5 years from start to finish. So, was something I really hadn't kind of thought about, but we're not going to be able to take stuff down at the same time. So we're going to be doing the transmission main first, which will start this winter and be completed next spring. Then they'll be doing the North Reservoir liner. And then we do one water treatment plant at a time. And those are not like 3-week kinds of things. Those are like
no.
3 or 4 month kinds of projects. So that it's gonna be a long, drawn out process, unfortunately. I
So
think I
I'll be
went
retired
over.
by then, right?
Huh?
I'll be retired by then.
I think we're all gonna be retired by the time all these projects
I
get
don't know.
finished. So, but
Okay.
that project's moving along slowly but surely.
But we should be good for the next 6 or 7 decades ahead. After it's done.
No, these plants are only good for 20 years, not 40 or 50 like we've been running them.
I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna win the million lottery thing.
We're throwing Mark off
40
this
or
board
50
tonight. He's
years.
being ornery.
Think tomorrow. So anything else before we move on to the Cross Mountain Street main water engineering agreement? Which I don't have documents for unless I missed them.
No. Oh, I didn't even realize that was, no, I did not. I haven't sent that
Well,
out
we
to
can put it
everybody
on there. Okay, we're gonna table that.
yet. Okay, yeah, we can
Orders.
table it till next time. We'll have time for your next meeting for that.
Okay.
Joel and I just got it this week, and Joel barely read it, and I haven't even had a chance to read it yet.
The marks, 3 things.
No, just put it on there, so put it on there.
Wait, this is the thin one. Saving money.
Don't worry, they're probably just big bills,
Ooh.
Mark.
He must have got a Harbor Freight for the trailer.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, he did a reimbursement. Okay, gotcha.
That one's done been looked at now.
I'm not used to seeing the check stubs. I'm like, why is there check stub there?
It's that old fashioned way of paying things with an actual check.
Michelle dropped it off. Since you wouldn't talk about it. Thank you.
Dylan's not very good about putting the where he worked. On these.
I have to call him.
Well, I see one of them has it and the other one doesn't.
If and when we get on the high-speed internet, Mike, are we gonna be able
These
to
are
swap
the-
all our
So once
telephones
they got overpaid, well,
and get rid of the landlines?
the next
We're
month.
at, they're in town
Huh?
hall? They're at town
No.
hall, or
No, at the wastewater treatment plant?
that's already gonna have NEK broadband. They're the provider down there.
So we should be able to get our phone service through that same plan?
Probably. If not, well, we can get a voice over IP one. I've
Okay.
been looking, because right now the town hall is on Comcast. And when we
Yeah,
actually
well-
switch, we'll be switching our phone service away from them. But I've
Yeah.
actually been looking at Zoom actually has a phone service and some pretty nice phones that go with it. So, and you can use the app on your cell phone.
A bit problematic with the water plants.
Well, yeah, because we got telemetering. So it's kind of hard to get rid of that. We need a landline.
Two, we can actually go with, cellular service that
Yeah.
actually works with pro control.
Nobody
Yeah, I
has that
actually-
yet.
We do have that ability. We can add that. I just been waiting for the new plan. I'd already talked to Nate about that because T-Mobile talked to me about that they have hotspots that we would actually be able to have internet access at those two plants and that their cell towers should cover them. I want to verify that. I want to go up there with phone and make sure that they actually work like they're supposed to, but
Do you know when these got mailed out?
because I worry about the south
Only
plant
one
because it's
credit
really
on
close
it.
to the
So if you
tower.
look at
Do you use your cell
Just
phone up
one.
there, Kian?
1 month's worth.
Yeah, ours is AT&T,
Goes for this. Remember last
but to
Uh-huh.
work,
get paid the
ours
total.
is AT&T, but to work with pro
So,
control, we need
but I don't see
Verizon.
any payment on here. Did you
Can-
should-
There is
can you guys-
Verizon service now.
Right.
Maria and everybody else, I can't hear Kian because when you guys talk, it overruns him.
Our pro control works with Verizon right now.
Okay,
So if we have Verizon service, we can go over to cellular.
okay. Well, we have Verizon in town now, so we should be able to. And it's on the same tower, so I would assume it worked, but we'll verify that.
Yeah, it happened. The Verizon switchover happened a year ago, but I've been told the service is good.
It's not perfect, but it's significantly better.
I'm, you know,
Which was not.
I've lived here long enough that I just sucked it up and became AT&T T-Mobile. So I can't speak to how good it is, but you have Verizon service.
Mhm.
So we might borrow your phone and go run up to the top of the things with Kian and find out what the service is. Because that would be the test, right?
The fellow has already done that, but that was just a preliminary test. Did get a signal. So,
If it's like, I assume they probably have a service similar to T-Mobile and that they actually had an outdoor antenna that you could put on the building that would bring the cell service into the building. So
he
you
was saying we might have to do that, so.
and it was a minor expense. It was a couple $100. It wasn't like it was anything
He's,
crazy.
I'm just curious.
These
I know
electric-
that we overpaid last time.
Right,
So it should have showed up.
should have showed up as credit. Wonder if this is one of those things that some of them got.
Well, I'm wondering, they got mailed and it,
Yes, crossed over.
so I mean, at some point, it's gotta
It's
catch
gonna
up.
catch up, yep.
Their electric bills were very reasonable. For water treatment plants.
Heather, you did this one.
Yeah, I put my initials on the ones that I've done.
Oh, yep, you talked.
Not where you put yours, before them on the other page.
Yeah, we've had this discussion.
But I'll learn to initial next to you like I just did on that one.
Okay.
Okay,
Do you do the ops?
are we all done with the pay orders?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I have an ongoing thing with Teresa on the electric bills.
And how many there are?
No, they got double paid last time and it should have been less this time. And it looks like there was only one payment posted to the account. So we paid the difference, but there should have been like two
Yeah.
payments posted on it. So we're overpaying every time, like, you know what I mean?
Before we go to the minutes, the reason I wanted to bring up the new truck. The last time I saw it, I think I saw that it didn't have a Vermont inspection on it. Can you hunt down the new truck and see if it has a Vermont inspection? And if it doesn't yet, arrange that?
This is for.
I think he did, but I'll check into that.
Okay, it was like I saw it somewhere, it didn't have it. And I'm like, oh, oops. So then meeting minutes, the minutes from the previous meeting. Did everybody get those by email?
Might be this Steiner dig.
Possibly.
Steiner,
Well, they're across the road there.
Did you send those out today?
across the river for the other house, across the street.
You know, when
Okay,
they,
I'm holding up for this conversation
Pleasant
to
Street cut across.
conclude.
Are you admin two?
I keep on that there.
Yes,
They were sent by
yes.
Teresa
that was a new service,
to us.
new curb stone.
Town
Yeah.
clerk?
That's probably that.
Yeah, across the street from Steiner's driveway. That's for sure.
Mark, did you get your minutes from last meeting?
I did not get them.
I did not.
Okay.
Send it to you.
As I looked at them and I thought I saw them.
I
go-
got
well, I
June.
looked at the email
It's
addresses.
June. This is the
Oh,
last
I mean,
one.
I got them in June.
Sometimes I get them and sometimes I don't. I don't know why that happens all the time,
Okay.
but it does.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll
That's
do
the
what you're
last
saying.
email that I got.
I'd say I'll just forward them to you and we'll do that next month. We'll do 2 of them.
Okay.
Any other business? Okay, then we have an executive session to discuss some contract matters, and you guys will find the wording on what was the second page in your packet. It should have been the second page.
I don't,
Give you an extra copy.
thanks. Oh, can I read it?
Did it manage to miss marks too? You just top one, somebody's just gotta read the top one.
Okay, executive session motion. I make a motion that we enter into executive session in order to discuss contracts under the provisions of Title I, Section 313 of Vermont statutes, finding that premature public knowledge would substantially disadvantage the town. The following parties are invited to executive session, members of the board and the town manager.
And Joel, I forgot Joel on the list. Sorry.
He thought he was getting out.
I thought I was getting out.
I'll
Second.
I'll second it.
Okay, so we're gonna pause the recording. You guys who are exiting would like to come back, we'll open the door. I will now accept a motion to exit executive session.
I make a motion to exit executive session.
And a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have left executive session at 6:49 PM. No action has been taken. Any other business before I take it? Motion to exit the whole meeting
I make a motion, that we adjourn.
and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, have a great one, guys. I'm out.